Hey everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing another installment in my Scrapbook and Card Study Inspiration series. This is actually part 17. Despite the fact that my last video says it was part 17, it was actually the 16th installment. So this is the correct number 17. But if I change the thumbnail, then I think I have to re-upload the whole video, and I was just like, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just letting you know. This is actually the 17th one. So I was inspired by something from the winter 2021 issue of the magazine. There was a 12 by 12 layout by Lisa Dickinson, and it was all about how she recorded details of her daily life. And it gave some, or I guess there were other people maybe who were creating things. No, I think it was all Lisa. But she gives some ideas on ways that you could do that. It's the stories you save in your albums that aren't exactly flashy events of life. And that's kind of what I do with my monthly pocket pages. That's why I kind of started that, because I do have photos that don't necessarily need to have their own layout and need to have their own story be told. So I'm not really taking that aspect of this layout into consideration. I really just liked the design and how she kind of bisected the page with two different pattern papers and had a circular thing going on with the embellishments and the photos. So that's really what inspired me for this layout. And I don't have my spring issue of Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine yet, but I can't wait to get it so that I can get even more inspiration from you. This is going to be a monthly series. It used to be every other week. Now I'm just going to have it be monthly. There is a playlist, so you can see all the other process videos that I have done in this series. And if you're a subscriber, you will have seen probably most of the videos, because my videos will have come up in your subscription feed. If you're new to the channel and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please consider doing so for lots more scrapbook inspiration all the time. So this is also kind of a sneak peek for you, because I am using a Not Just for Boys Kit Club kit that I purchased with the intention of using it as part of my May scrapbook kit. So there's that really cool brick stencil that I'm trying so desperately to use with some misting spray. I have to say, after this video, I went through my misting sprays and I really took a long, hard think about what I was keeping, because like that Kaisercraft stuff, it sprayed well, but it was just very thick. I have some shimmers colors that I pulled because I thought that those colors might look really nice in like a navy and a purple, and they don't spray at all. They're clogged, so I can't use them. And even when I try to do splatters with them, they just don't splatter. It's like the shape of the tube is just different, and I don't like it. I don't like the way they look. What I do like is the Tim Holtz Distress Oxide sprays, and so that's, I think, what I'm going to stock my collection up with from now on, and maybe just get rid of some of these old sprays that don't spray very well, and then just, make room for some new colors, right? So that Kaisercraft color was super messy. So I have some baby wipes on my desk so that I can easily wipe down stencils after I use them. Attempting to get ink off of my hands. I still do have some purple ink, a day later. But yeah, that was very messy. But I wanted to have some of that brick peeking out from behind that second piece of pattern paper, because I just like the way that it looked. And I chose the navy colors and the purple colors because there were some of those in the pattern papers. You can even see there's a little bit of like purplish at the bottom of that pattern paper right there. And then the other paper is a patterned navy. And these are the photos I'm going to be doing are outdoor photos from wintertime. So actually photos from January when we had snow, and I took photos of my kid playing outside in the snow. And so that also is going to tell me what the title is going to be. So I'm taking these really pretty gold foil American Craft stickers, and there are also some like purpley maroon type of, I call them like a plum color, like plum alpha stickers. So I'm going to use 2 sets of alphas to create the title Snow Pretty. And I'm putting the title kind of in the same place as where Lisa put hers. I really like the way that looks. And it's also like going to be part of the circle. You can't really see it, but off camera I did trace a circle with black, my black Creative Memories pen. It's not as big, I think, as Lisa's. She actually stitched her circle, but I don't have the ability to do that because I don't have a sewing machine. So in place of that, I just took a big circular object in my scrap room and I traced it onto the paper. So you can kind of see it here maybe, but it does, really the visual of the circle is going to be the photos and embellishments as I bring them all the way around. And I think my photos, they're actually 3x3 squares. I'm not sure what size Lisa had hers. Hers were probably a little bit smaller, but I liked the 3x3 size because it still let me get the important elements from each photo, front and center, and I wasn't cutting off too much. I had printed off a couple. I think I started off, these were 2 4x6 and 2 3x4. And then I ended up, obviously, cutting them all down to be a smaller size so they can fit around a little circle like this. Now, Lisa did 4 photos. Obviously, I have 4 photos too, and she tucked a lot of embellishments around the photos. I'm more doing like 4 photos, making that half circle, and then each photo kind of gets its own embellishment cluster. And I am piecing together items from my stash right now. Those are old Doodlebug Designs stickers, as well as that sticker that I just placed. I have no idea who the manufacturer is. I wish that I could remember. I want to say it might be P13, but don't quote me on that. I've had that in my stash for a really long time. That frame is from Pretty Little Studio, and it's also part of the Not Just for Boys Kit Club kit. The kit, I talk about this in my haul video, which if you are a subscriber, you will see coming up very soon. I talk about this a little bit. They have deluxe kits. They used to do deluxe kits, like big page kits. I think they were like $49.95. Well, I have some of them on clearance because they have gone away from doing mega page kits to just doing like single page kits, smaller page kits. And so I like to kind of, every time I get an email that says there's a clearance, I like to just take a look and see what's in there. And this kit, I can't remember the name of it. But because it had that Tim Holtz brick stencil and the really pretty American Craft stickers, I just knew that this was going to be a really good one. And it's kind of fall themed, but as you can see, I'm using it for these winter photos and it's working just great. So I just need to kind of figure out the placement of everything. The 4 photos there, I just need to know, where these embellishments are going to go. And there's going to be, so I put a sticker behind the photo, and then I'm going to use some foam tape that I got from Scrapbook.com. It was one of the freebies with my last order, and I'm going to pop up that little Pretty Little Studio tab. Just to give some dimension. I like to have dimension in each of the embellishment clusters, and I like to kind of do something different with each one. So like the bottom cluster has a snowman sticker and then a phrase sticker. I don't have either of those elements on the one right above it, but there is something popped up on the foam dots. I'm throwing in that picture frame for the very top one, and I got to figure out something for the other photo that doesn't have an embellishment cluster. So I'm going through some of these larger pieces here, just trying to find something that might work and trying to figure out where to place it, because I don't want everything to be on the right-hand side. The top and the bottom photos both have their embellishment clusters on the right-hand side, and then the third photo has stuff on the left-hand side coming out of the photo. So I'm just trying to vary up the placement of these things, and there you go. I'm going to stick that other Pretty Little Studio piece, which is kind of like purpley, and I think it says good days ahead or lovely days ahead or something. So I'm just going to stick that right down there and add a few little small Doodlebug design. They're like glittery snowflakes or flowers or something. They're really pretty. So yeah, I hope that this video is inspiring to you. If you have any questions or comments about what I'm doing in this video, please leave them below in the comment section. And I encourage you definitely to check out the other process videos that are part of this series, because the whole point of this is just to kind of show you how I'm inspired by the magazine. I don't get paid to tell you about this magazine and to show you these things. I just really like this magazine. It's always fun to watch or it's always fun to see what comes out every season. And so I just kind of wanted to show you how it inspires me, and then hopefully you can see how you can be inspired as well. The magazine is actually usually a freebie from Scrapbook.com. And so when you place an order, make sure that you check to see if that magazine is available, the latest one, so that you don't miss out on that. Now I just need to do my journaling and kind of figure out what other pieces of embellishments that I want to add around the title. And I will finish up with a few splatters. Like I said, some of these Shimmers products that I have, I don't really like the way they splatter because of the way that the tube works, but I like the Tim Holtz stuff, and I will be using Tim Holtz pretty exclusively from now on. Lindy's Stamp Gang is good too. I still have a Lindy's one that's really, really nice, and it's not clogged, and it splatters really well, and I'm very big on splatters if you've seen this channel. So I'll have some close-up video, some close-up photos to follow right after this. I hope they give you a little bit more detail to see like the dimension and everything, how everything looks in close-up. Always cover your photos before you do splatters because you never know when you might get a big glob of color like right on someone's face in a photo. So just a little pro tip there. And you can see I also was writing on mine to make sure I remembered like this color does not spray. No spray. It's clogged. But we'll see. I think I might just throw those out. I've actually had them for so long anyway. It's like whatever. It's time to move on, right? It's time to move on and make room for new stuff. Not good if you're doing a no-spend year or month or whatever, but you know, you got to make room for some new stuff. So I thank you guys for watching this video all the way to the end. Like I said before, let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, or just say hi, and I'll see you guys next time for another scrapbook process video. Bye!